Hey, good morning. It's Mr. Grabo, and we are going to be tackling the mid-chapter checkpoint in Chapter 4 of Go Math. I have changed a couple of the questions. I made it a little bit shorter than what the program calls for. But let's get into it. All right, so the first couple of questions here are vocabulary questions. And the first thing is whenever you see a drop-down menu, make sure that you click on the drop-down menu. And we're going to read this sentence 4 different times. A blank of a number is the product of a number and a counting number. A counting number of a number is the product of a number and a counting number. What? No way. So let's try this one. A multiple of a number is the product of a number and a counting number. Okay, maybe. A compatible number of a number is the product of a number and a counting number. Oh man, that's a lot of numbers. I don't think that's it. A remainder of a number is the product of a number and a counting number. No, it's got to be a multiple. A multiple of a number is the product of a number and a counting number. So remember, multiples are like this. So a multiple of a number is the product, so multiplication, right, of another number and a counting number. So 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. These are all multiples. These are all multiples of 4. Just make sure that with these vocabulary you read all the answer choices. All right, number 2. Numbers that are easy to compute mentally are called compatible numbers. Numbers that are easy to compute mentally are called counting numbers. That can't be it because I just did that one. Numbers that are easy to compute mentally are called multiples. Well, we just talked about that one. That doesn't seem right. Numbers that are easy to compute mentally are called remainders. Remainders is what's left over. And you may not know what this word means here, compute. It means to like figure out, like to solve math problems. Numbers that are easy to compute are called compatible numbers. Number 3, when a number cannot be divided evenly, the amount left over is called a compatible number. Now, we just said that compatible numbers are numbers that are easy for us to work with, easy for us to compute with. When a number cannot be divided evenly, the amount left over is called a multiple. No, multiple is like counting by a number, 4, 8, 12, 16. When a number cannot be divided evenly, the amount left over is called the counting number. No, that would be like 4 times 1, the 1. 4 times 2, the 2. Like what you're counting by. When a number cannot be divided evenly, the amount left over is called the remainder. You have something left over. All right, number 4 says divide into a correct answer. So go ahead, write it out. And you can kind of see how in this question they give us a heads up. Right, we're going to have a remainder. So how many 3s fit into 26? Well, you see 5 would be 15. There's more than that. 8, because 8 times 3 is 24. Now I would have 2 remaining. 8 remainder 8 remainder 2. Number 5. Same type of problem. 17 divided by 4. I know that 4 doesn't go into 17. So if I really needed to, I could make a multiple chart. So I would go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I don't need to go any farther, do I? 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 5 is 20. So I have to go here, right? 4 times 4 is 16, and I have 1 left over. Now I can check this too, because 4 times 4 equals 16 plus 1 equals 17. Boom, I'm money. Next question. Use basic facts and place value to find the quotient. And quotient is a vocabulary word for the answer to a division problem. So we don't need to really freak out with a problem like this, even though it's in the hundreds. We can just look right here at these first two digits. How many nines fit into 72? Well, you can use a 9 string, right? 5, 3, 4, 5. So 70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Put that one down, right? So there's my 72. And which finger is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The eighth finger, right? So how many nines can fit into 72 tens? 8 tens. Look at my place value. Make sure you're lining up your place value. Next question. Use basic facts and place value to find the quotient. Same type of problem. You get a couple of shots at this. Make sure you're paying attention. How many sevens fit into 49 tens? Well, I know my sevens. You can use your chart. You could make the list of multiples. You need to be exact. How many sevens fit into 49 tens? Well, 7 tens fit into 49. And make sure that you don't write 7. And I mean, you can write tens, I guess, but it doesn't even let me type. So 7 tens is 70. Use compatible numbers to estimate the quotient. All right, so there's three vocabulary words. Compatible numbers, numbers that are easy to work with. Estimate, what it's about, what it's close to, and then quotient. So when we look here, 418 divided by 5, we're not finding the exact answer. We're finding what's close to 41. So a problem like this, you need to use the compatible numbers, numbers that are easy to work with, and we're just going to write out our multiples. And I know some of you are pretty amazing with your facts, but I want everybody to write out these multiples like this, even if you're amazing with your facts. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 6 is 30, 5 times 7 is 35, 5 times 8 is 40, 5 times 9 is 45. So it's going to be in between here, right? Because 41 tens, the lane's right here. So I would say it's closer to 8 tens. And that makes sense. 5 times 80 is 400. And that's a pretty reasonable estimate. All right, let's go to the next question. Same type of problem here. Use compatible numbers to estimate the quotient. So 495 divided by 8. All right, so I'm going to do multiples of 8. I am not super great at my multiples of 8. So I'm going to kind of take my time here and make sure that I'm accurate. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 32. I want to be about 49 times here. 8 times 5 is 40. I'm getting close. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, I can stop here. So 49 tens, it's going to be closest to this, right? So it'd be 6 tens or 60. And 8 times 60 is 480. That seems like a pretty reasonable estimate. All right. Enter the quotient, 66 divided by 3. How many 3's fit into 66? You could write out all the multiples of 3 till you get to 66. And, I mean, you could do it that way. You could also kind of do a shortcut. So, like, I could start with 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. Oh, 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 21 is 63. 3 times 2 is 66. So you can see I kind of saw some shortcuts in there. I like this problem. Anna has 297 coins in her coin collection. She put the same number of coins in each of 7 jars. About how many coins are in each jar? So she has 297 coins total. and she has 7 jars. It's going to tell me how many coins in a jar, but we can't forget about this about. About how many? So it's going to be about 29 tens. And I can just list out my multiples of 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, right? 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3 is 21, 7 times 4 is 28, 7 times 5. Well, and it would be about here. Because 28 tens is pretty close to 29 tens. So it'd be 4 tens, or about 40 coins in a jar. I really like this problem. Which two estimates is the best quotient? So you have these drop downs, and this problem is a lot like the last one where you are going to list your multiples of 8 and see where it falls with 35 tens. This last question, I kind of like to draw a picture. There are 4 students on a team for a relay race. How many teams can be made from 26 students? So we have 26 students total, and there can be blank teams. So 4 students in or on, I guess, a team, right? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a team. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a team. 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a team. 13, 14, 15, 16. There's a team. 17, 18, 19, 20. There's a team. 21, 22, 23, 24. There's a team. 25, 26. How many teams can be made from 26 students? Well, there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, but we got 2 students left over. Well, I don't know what they're going to do with these two other students. I'm sure that they're going to put them on a relay race, or there'd be subs or something like that. But they can only make 6 teams because 6 times 4 is 24. There's not enough students to make a 7th team, so there's only 6 teams. I hope this helped you. Let me know if you have questions.